I want to thank my newest Patreon supporter. Uh, yeah, thank you for your support that this month. I'm not sure if he wants me to mention his name, but he's subscribed to my $10 Patreon tier because I have finished my audiobook for Bible for Tribulation Saints 12:27:11 to 3:31:12. And you can access all 19 of the links at my Patreon for $10 a month. And you will also get access to all the other Patreon only posts I had. Like I took footage of me going out to Los Angeles when I appeared in Ta Show, and I've got some footage of that, and you can see that. Those are you have to those posts are only for people who are my subscribers at Patreon. But any level, even a $1 a month support will let you see the Ta Show videos. If you want the audio book for Bible for Tribulation Saints, the first book in about a 12-book series, that's $10 a month. Plus, you get to view all my other Patreon-only posts, for people that pay at Patreon. And I have submitted the book to Audible, and hopefully they will approve of it within about 10 business days. So I predict, hopefully, that Bible for Tribulation Saints, the first book, audiobook, will be available about middle of November. And when that happens, I will have a link to the page that I've created at my website that gives you information about the first book. I will probably be starting on the second book tomorrow. But let me tell you what happened to me this morning. I decided to take advantage of this birthday gift that I think is from my men for a free car wash. It's a $20 thing. So I went out to Bill's Car Wash and I scanned this barcode here to get the free car wash. And then the gate lifted for me to go through. And then you have to drive through, like, it has little machines and roly-poly things, and they put soap all over your car. But obviously, you've got to get your windows up. Well, my electric window on my side wouldn't go up. It was jammed. And I thought, I already don't have the electrical panel. Like, I don't know how much gas I have in the car. I don't know what speed I'm going. I don't know if the engine is hot or cold, but then I hardly ever drive the car. With this car, it's prone to electrical problems. I couldn't get the window to go up. I thought, oh no, of all places for this to happen right before I'm about to drive through for the car wash. So I told the guy my problem, and he tried to pull the window up and everything, and it wouldn't go up, and he was really nice. And he said, I tell you what, we'll give you look what it says right there, free wash, window would not roll up. He gave me a rain check. And he said, you can come back anytime you want, and we will give you the car wash. So I drove away, and I had to shop at Publix next. And the whole time I was driving, I said, Jesus, I can't live with my window down. It rains all the time in Florida, Jesus. But I don't want to disobey you. But I have to bring this to the mechanic. I've got to fix this, Jesus, unless you can get the window to go up. And I said, Lord, if I can get this window. So I kept pushing the on button, and it would inch up. It would go, oop, then stop, then oop. And finally, I kept pushing the power button to put the window up, and I was able to before I parked in Publix, I thought, Lord, I don't like parking my car with the windows down. That invites thieves. Can you please help me get this window up? Well, when I parked right before I got to Publix, I was able to get the window all the way up. And I'm not going to touch that window. So I said, okay, Lord, I don't have to spend money on the mechanic because I got the window up. I said, but at least the power window on the passenger side, I'm able to put down. But now that car, it's hot in Florida. I don't have air conditioning in my car either. That's been broken for about 12 years, and I've just lived with it. And it hasn't been a problem because I just put both windows down and I get cross ventilation when I drive. But now I can't do cross ventilation, so I'm thinking, oh my goodness, if I don't have a new car, Jesus said he's going to get me a new car. If I don't have a new car soon, and it's been so hot in Florida, like it's almost November, but it feels like June when you go outside. It's hot, humid, temperatures like upper 80s, low 90s. This is, I think Lori McBride is messing with the weather because she wants to so bad send a hurricane to Florida. She's sending hurricanes everywhere else. I hear there's like a near category 5 going to India. We've had a really bizarre hurricane season, which she's behind. And Jesus did say that because I and my men were so poor about following the Gail commandments that if we kept on going at the rate we were going, that the next hurricane that Lori McBride would send to Florida would be a category 10. So I'm determined to not disobey the Gail commandments. So I'm just relieved that I don't have to take the car to the mechanic. Because if I couldn't get that window up, I would probably have to go to the mechanic. Because I can't live with that. Because I would get rain, and it rains like a tsunami. It's been raining like a tsunami lately, like a monsoon in Florida lately. And it would just totally destroy the upholstery and everything on the inside of my car if I can't get that window up. But praise God, I got the window up. And I'm not going to hit that power button to put it down anymore. I'm just leaving it alone. I'm going to be boiling. I was sweating in that car, though. I'm thinking, oh, God, it's so hot because I can't open that window and I don't have air conditioning. I tried running I am able to blow air from the AC vent, but it's all hot air. It's because it's coming right off the engine. So I can't cool myself off by blowing any air from the AC. Like I said, the AC's broke. To fix the AC would cost me at least $1,600. They have to take, the reason why is because they have to take the whole unit out. There's a hole in the vaporizer coil, and I think it's really deep in there. So it's just, right now that car is so old. And Jesus said he would get me a new car, so I'm just going to just live with it. I looked over my finances, and I will be able to do the Gail commandments to save $100 this month. I never thought I could live this tight, but I find that by going grocery shopping once every 5 or 6 weeks, I'm able to make my welfare really stretch out and cover all of my food expense. But those of you who are buying me stuff on the Amazon Get wish list, let me tell you what I need the most right now. I need the kombu, the kelp seaweed. And they've got a really good deal on it now. What I do is I buy the big, huge bag because I eat kelp every day. I make a rice and quinoa dish with kelp in it. And it's my rice and has red beans in it. And I eat that every day. I eat very little meat. So I'm making it, the way I do it shopping every 5 to 6 weeks is what I do is for the first 2 weeks, I'll eat salad and fresh tomatoes, and I'll eat my frozen vegetables. I get the Walmart brand frozen mixed vegetables and stuff. And I will eat that for the first 2 weeks. And then when I run out of the fresh food, and then I buy 3 bags of Granny Smith apples. And those things, the Walmart brand, the Walmart Granny Smith apples will last me for a month. And they don't go rotten. So I get 3 bags of that. And usually that will last me for about a month. I eat 1 apple a day. So basically I'll eat a Granny Smith apple a day. I will have Cheerios and Rice Chex. It's kind of like the lowest calorie cereal out there. And I'll put in some pumpkin seed and flaxseed and chia seeds in that to give me some protein and some healthy oils and stuff. So that's what I do. But I'm kind of changing my diet right now because Lori McBride is really upset that I'm working on the audiobook for Bible for Tribulation Saints. And she has really been attacking my sleep As soon as I started on the audiobook, it seems like even though I went to bed early by 10 or 11, I would wake up 7 or 8 times in the night. Like I wouldn't have any trouble falling asleep, but I would just wake up. And I could tell it was the bomb she was dropping over my head, and that's what was doing it. And I just thought, how am I going to beat this? So I thought, you know what? I need to do the Gail commandments really, really thorough. So I told myself, I tell you what, I work out, I go for my walk like about 8 to 8:30 in the morning, and that's usually like a half an hour. And that's the Gail commandment, to walk outside every day. But I've also been working out on top of that walk. I've been working out indoors on my glider for the past month I usually do it with the windows open, which is like if on days when I can't walk, Jesus wants me to work out indoors with windows open. So I said, you know what? I usually like to take a shower right away after I come back from the walk. I said, why don't you hold that off? Work out indoors with the windows open and get the benefit of whatever medicine Jesus has in the air. And since I've been doing that, I've been sleeping better. I'm only waking up now about 2 or 3 times a night. I can live with that, and then I go right back to sleep. But waking up 7 or 8 or 9 times a night, that was really frustrating. I said, how do I beat this Lori McBride with her stupid bombs? So that's whatever the medicines, working out, I do my outside walk for half an hour, plus now I work out indoors on top of that with the windows open, and that seems to be helping. And another thing I'm doing is I'm moving up my quinoa and kelp dish to bedtime, and that gives me some relaxing food with nice healthy, that relaxing food for bedtime. And I'm trying to stay away from my chocolate milk. I try to have early in the day because chocolate's got a little bit of caffeine in it, so I don't want to have that near bedtime. So I'm having that like first thing. And you might say, how do you have milk that lasts you 5 or 6 weeks? I use non-fat dry milk. It actually tastes delicious. You mix it with sugar-free chocolate syrup. It's delicious. It's really delicious. So that's what I do and I love it. I love it. Non-fat dry milk. And it saves me money. It's cheaper than buying the fresh milk. And I try to buy like the seaweed in bulk, but hey, you guys, that's what I need the most. So those of you who are interested in my Amazon wish list, the thing I need the most is the kombu or the kelp. They've got a really good deal where you can get one for like $17, and if you get 2 of them, then it'll be over $25, and you won't have to pay shipping at Amazon. I think that's how it works. But they've got a super good deal for $30 for enough kombu to last me about 8 months. That's how I've been buying it. And right now my number one priority is to do the Gail commandments. And if I spend that $30 on the kombu at Amazon, I may not be able to save $100 for November. So what I'm going to do is, if nobody buys the kombu or the kelp at Amazon for me, then probably at the end of November, I'm going to have to buy it. And I may try to use my welfare money at the Asian store. Hopefully they'll be taking my welfare there. Last time I went there, they said, oh, well, our machine's not working, so you got to pay regular. And I thought, So fortunately, I had another form of payment. So anyways, that's what I need the most right now. So order me the kombu. And if none of you guys orders that for me within a month, then, or else I'll send me money at PayPal. PayPal, like if you live in another country, send me money at PayPal to buy the kombu, and then I can use that at Amazon to buy it. I prefer to get that $30 bag because it lasts me like 8 months. So, but the Lord is right. I can do the Gail commandments, but I have to be very wise in how I spend my money. So, yes. I had a scare this morning with that window, so thank you, Jesus, that my window's up. It's boiling hot in that car, though. It's been so hot in Florida lately. But, hey, at least the window's up and the car runs, and it gets me from point A to point B, and I don't drive that much anyway. So I'm going to have a link for the audiobook underneath this video. Check it out. The book's going to be great. I'm going to work on book 2 very soon now.